Shout out to Mountain and Fish, I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put out on mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down.
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
And it's your girl Kayla.
Hey.
You're tuned in to season 5 of Hip Hop Beat.
Listen, man, we want to thank everybody who's been supporting us. Continue to keep supporting us. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're everywhere, man. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You
All
know,
that. And when you're
Twitter,
on YouTube,
everywhere.
And when you're on YouTube, please, man, just hit that like button, man.
That's
you
it.
know what I mean? We like you. I know you like us. Come on.
And shout out to the distant cousins. What
Oh,
you
man,
did?
emoji fingers, man.
Yeah,
Title
man.
League, man.
Shout out Title League,
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. Oh, you upgraded us neatly. Thank you.
Okay, let's get right into it. So right now, we're going to talk about the Raptors and
Yeah.
how they're looking at the trade deadline. You know, we got a solid young group.
Yes.
You know, we've made some moves. What are your guys' thoughts? What are we looking at?
Well, for the now, I'm kind of hurt because
Yeah.
like we're losing the teams that I know we could beat if OG and Pascal were here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Pascal.
And OG. Don't
Pascal.
stop dissing. You know what I mean? Kind of sounding like them New York Muse guys, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, with Pascal and OG missing,
We'll talk
yeah,
about that
we're
later.
taking some L's right now, but I like what our future's looking like.
Mm.
Once
Right.
these guys start to click, once they get a training camp together, because right
Mhm.
now we're doing this off the fly.
Yeah.
They don't really know each other's games like that. You know, they don't know the personnel like that. They're learning on the fly. So we're gonna take these L's, but yeah, I'm happy with the finessing of Masai. You don't know how it goes, baby. You finessed this
Cooking,
game
he's
so
cooking.
neatly and so lovely, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was good. We traded away Dennis Schroeder, to Brooklyn.
Yes.
He wanted the starting job when he came here.
Yeah,
Then
that
we
was-
got
that was the
quickly.
plan.
So
Yeah.
plans done changed.
Yeah.
So he's out of there.
And he's gonna do something for Brooklyn still.
First game, I think he had like 12 and like 15 assists or something like that.
You
He
know
played
that.
well.
Yeah, he's
Dennis
always
Schroeder,
solid.
Yeah.
he's on one.
But he wanted to start, and maybe he can start over there. But
Mhm.
But you
once
know
we-
what's shitty? Sorry to cut you off.
What?
You know, this year we have not beaten anybody from the Atlantic right now in our own division.
Well, you know,
I'm hurt right now. I'm hurt.
that's okay. But I do like the future. We traded and we got Kelly Olynyk, Captain Canada.
Brought him back home.
We got Agbaji.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yo,
He's
the
a
lady-
young.
This is the controlled alt delete moment right here.
Listen, man.
Listen,
Don't
that
do it.
Agbaji kid, the ladies are gonna love him. Kid's cute. He's D's.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? No, I'm a grown ass man now. Like, man, I got my kids. I got my wife. I'm good. You know what I mean? But I gotta. Yo, the kid is cute. The man is cute, bro. Like, yo, he's gonna take. Yo, I can't even bring my wife to a game no more, bro.
Let's
Control,
stay
alt,
focused.
delete.
Can we stay
I can't even bring
focused
my
real
wife to a
quick?
game no more.
Let's
man.
stay focused, right?
All right,
What-
man. I'm sorry, man. I just had to throw that out there, man.
Are we
What
good?
was
We
that?
good on the
And he
What
can
was
hoop,
I
Raptors
talking
man.
about? What was
And
I
he can
talking
hoop.
about?
And he
Okay,
can hoop,
Agbaji.
man.
So we got a good young core. He's gonna be the new OG, and he's a Niger boy as well.
There you
So
go.
He's gonna take over. He's gonna be the new OG.
Mm.
He's about 6'6", long arms, strong, can shoot.
Yep.
He can guard.
He's a
Trust me.
Kansas product.
Yes. So
Just like the boy Grady
Mm.
Dick. I'm just saying.
listen, Grady. Okay, Grady. Sit. Anyways,
I feel like you guys are still on the Raptors, or we just want to talk about the NBA in general and what the trade deadline's looking.
who do you think? I think the Knicks made a few good moves. You
Mm.
know,
Oh yeah, they did picking up from
the
Detroit.
kid from Detroit. They got Alex Burke, and they got the shooter.
Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
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 they got him. They're looking good. You know, right now you got Julius Randle out.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
OG's out,
OG's out.
right?
Finesse.
Like we
little
didn't
bit.
expect that. To
Masai
happen.
knew what he
Mm.
was talking about. Masai knew what he
Yeah.
was doing. You know what I mean? New York Muse. I'm just saying.
But no, honestly, the Raptors, we will be good in the future, and I'm telling you right now, in 3 years, we will be better than the Knicks. I'm telling you right now.
Bottom
You've
line,
heard it here
enjoy it now,
first.
man.
In 3 years, we will be
Enjoy it
better
now,
than the
man.
Knicks. You know, we got RJ, we got IQ, we got now you're gonna have Barnes coming in his own. He's gonna be a
Yes.
star.
Mm.
He's an
Yes.
all-star now. So
Yeah, the triple
next
double
year,
against Cleveland just the other
but
night.
next year it won't be like, oh, he got picked because someone got hurt. He's going
Right.
to make the team.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
So, and then you got Agbaji. Now you got Captain Canada, who's a stretch four. He can play
Yep.
some. It's just
Yep.
stretch four.
Yep.
You know, so you can play him and Pearl together.
Yep.
So I think the Raptors are looking good, man.
We're looking
I like
good,
I like what
man.
he did. I
I
like what he
like it.
did.
Same,
I
man.
definitely like what he did. But who are some? What about? Tell me what you think, man. Like what's your
Oh,
thoughts?
all right.
What's your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, I am definitely in favor of watching the Raptors grow, with that young group. I like the fact that they're bringing back the Canadians.
Right.
We're going
Yes.
to talk about the women and them qualifying for Paris
Hey. Yeah,
2024.
that was big.
That's going to come
Huge.
up. So I love that. And then, you know what? When it comes to free agency, there's always crazy moves, and I don't think this year will be any different. So we just trade deadline. We'll see. We'll see how everything moves.
Yeah.
What was the biggest move you think with the trade deadline
The
for
biggest
you?
move, I think, would be on the Knicks side. I think picking up Alex Burke and Bogdanovich.
That's a slow year if you
That
talk about
that
those
was
two
huge.
dudes.
But you know what? The funniest move though
Yeah.
was Philly. You know what I mean? Like, shout out Pat Bev and his pod and all that. But he was talking so spicy.
End
You know
up
what I
getting
mean? About
traded.
dogs and
Yeah.
all that, and
Right.
Raptors ain't got no dogs. He probably feels the same way. It's all good. But and he's in the league, so I'll never disrespect a man in the NBA because you got to be nice to make it to the league,
The Suns picked up a few
right?
guys, Royce O'Neal and Roddy
Right,
from
right,
Memphis and
right.
Brooklyn.
But all that talking he was doing to get traded to the Bucks. At least
Right.
they did him a solid by trading him to the Bucks. But
Could
even
have
the
traded him
North,
to Detroit.
I mean, one of the Morris twins, got the key to the city, and then they
Mm.
traded him too. I'm like, Philly, you know
At
what I
least
mean?
Kyle Larry's coming home though.
That's huge. That is huge. That
For
is
sure.
huge. But like the way they traded Morris, one of the Morris twins, and Pat Bev. Pat Bev all said, the GM. What's the GM's name again?
From Philly.
For Philly.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, man. I can see his face right now.
Del Morey.
Yeah, Morey. He's like, after the Denver game, he's like, "Yo, you gonna trade me?" Because I guess he must have heard the rumblings. And Morey's like, "No, I ain't gonna trade you."
And he's out of there. He's out of there.
As soon as trade deadline hit, he's out.
Yeah.
So
Hey, man.
it is what it is.
That's
but
that's the
Ruthless,
business, man.
yeah,
that
for
is
sure.
the business, man. That is the business. But I think New York definitely did their damn thing in the trade deadline. And yeah, I mean, bringing back Kyle for Philly, they get a point guard that's going to produce from the backup point guard position, and he's a vet, so he'll control the locker room. Man, yeah, it was a good pick.
Does that push them over the edge though? Like with
Nah. Philly ain't seeing nothing, man.
No.
They ain't seeing nothing. I mean, Cleveland has risen. You know what I mean? I think they're number 2 right now in the East.
Are they?
I think so. And you still got right now. It's like a 4-team race. You got Boston, Milwaukee, Cleveland, New York, and I guess Miami could be a wild card because you can never count out Miami.
Dallas got 2 pickups as well.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
That
They
was
got
big. That was big in the West.
they got the kid
PJ.
Washington,
Yes.
and then they got the other kid from Washington, the DC. So they actually got
the
some bigs now,
Yeah.
which they needed.
Yeah, but I mean, until they fix up their system still is running through Luka, which could be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So just a matter of time, really and truly. It's just a matter of time to see what
Right.
happens.
Okay. We got Buddy Hield as well.
That was big. That was a big pick as
So
well.
Philly ended up picking up Buddy Hield. They signed Kyle Larry.
Yeah.
I like Dallas's moves. I think Dallas is probably the biggest winner for me in this trade.
For real?
PJ Washington, he's young. He's from Dallas. He's
Yeah.
a big. He can score. He can stretch the floor.
Right.
And then they got the other kid from DC, who's another big, and I think that's what they needed. Like they filled the gaps of what they needed.
I mean, like I said, it all depends on Luka, man.
What-
Is
you don't-
Luka
you don't
ever
like
gonna
Luka,
change
huh?
his game a bit? Like,
You don't,
is
you're
he?
not a Luka guy, are you?
I like his game. You know what I mean? I just feel like to get to that next level, championship wise,
Right.
as a fan outside looking in,
Mm-hmm.
fam, you're gonna have to change your game up a bit, bro. You know what I mean? You and Kyrie, you guys are killers, but it's not bringing in chips, if that makes sense.
I
Know what
just
I
don't
mean?
think they played enough together.
That's
I think
true,
I think
too.
they need to play together.
That's true too. They those two had a training camp together, but then
But
you're making all these
Kyrie ended up getting hurt.
moves again. So it's like
Yeah.
you're starting over
They
to a
got rid of
certain degree.
Grant Williams.
They did Grant Williams dirty. You know what I mean? But if
He-
the man's
he-
gonna wear the Luka kicks and then change to the Tatum kicks, and then maybe it's just coincidental, but then get traded after,
They said he was rubbing a lot of people the wrong way though. So
maybe. All right. Well, now you got into Charlotte. You know what I mean?
okay.
Shout out Del Curry and Seth Curry. See Seth Curry rocking that number 30.
Oh,
That was dope. Father son moment right there.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I gotta love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. So let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Mm. Who we got?
We have someone that might have been a coach or is a coach or does something of that nature. Westview, what's going on with
Man.
you guys?
Man, we took
Best team in the city, right?
Yeah, we
What's
were.
going on?
We definitely were, bringing back high school ball. I think my whole move this year was, and I think, Hip Hop Hoops platform could attest to it.
Mm,
We try to bring back high school ball, man. Trying to say
Yeah.
high school ball ain't dead. You know what I mean? I feel like, the prep system, the prep school environment is lovely for the elite. Guess what? Parents, not all your kids are elite. You know what I mean? Prep programs. You all know some of these kids ain't elite, and you're taking their money and you're taking them out of high school ball. You know what I mean? So I came this year with the whole mindset of let me help promote high school basketball. And I think we did a great job. Shout
Absolutely.
out Coach Omar Miles and
The
Humber College.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Humber Hawks for collaborating with us and bringing back the Humber Classic.
It was definitely a
So,
vibe. It was
you
definitely a
know,
vibe.
I have to big up. I have to shout out my guys at Westview.
We gotta shout him
definitely-
out.
Westview Wildcats and Jana Finch, the heart of Jana Finch, the only
Raheem
school
Ford.
that really is the heart of Jana Finch. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? But we had a 8-0 season, first time in a while. You know what I mean? We lost in the semis today, so I'm kind of.
You guys lost to A.Y. Jackson.
Shout out A.Y. Jackson, man. Y'all came prepared, bro. Every counter I had for y'all, you had a counter for me. So I got to step my coaching up. You know what I mean? To have those, I got to adjust on the fly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So salute to y'all. Hope y'all do your thing. If y'all beating us, I hope you win this whole thing now. You know what I mean? Their point guard was nice. Just the team, the coaching staff. Salute to y'all. I'm bitter right now. I'm bitter, but
You got a good group coming back though, right?
we got a solid group coming back. Our starting five. This may be their last year. You know what I mean? So shout out Raheem Ford.
He's a
a
dog.
problem. He's a dog.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Shout out, Jonathan Weir.
he's nice.
Tyler Small. Ricardo, flipping Mo Berry. Those guys, they left it on the floor. They put Jana Finch on the map. I'm a Jana Finch kid. All these kids are Jana Finch kids that couldn't afford to go prep. So therefore, you preps got to lower your prices if you're trying to take our kids. You know what I mean? Lower your prices, man. This ain't a money grab, yo. But anyway, my bad. I'm not dissing the prep system.
yeah.
I love it. But at the end of the day,
Some feathers are gonna be
high school
ruffled.
ball ain't dead. I say that to
No.
say high school ball ain't dead. Parents watching this podcast, understand that if you want your child to develop, come on over to Westview. You know what I mean? If you can't afford it, come on over to Westview, man. That's my Suge Knight voice. Remember when Suge Knight said,
Oh,
"You don't got to
Death Row?
worry
That's what
about
it
me
sounded like right
dancing
now.
in your videos and all
Yeah.
that"? No, just come on over to Death Row. It ain't Death Row, it's
I
Westview.
thought I saw
You already know what it
dancing
is.
in a couple of,
You already know what it is.
Anyways, no, I
man.
gotta shout you guys out though, man. You
Appreciate
did a
you.
hell of a job coaching this year.
Thank
I
you.
came and watched you guys a few
Mm.
times actually this year.
Big coach vibes.
Yeah.
The last game I just seen you guys against Emory, I thought it was gonna be a good game.
Yeah. Shout
they
out
had
Mado.
Vic,
Love my Emory guys to
But
death,
that's
man.
the next question I was gonna ask you, man.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? Because you beat them. That was the first time you guys scored over 100 points.
First time.
It was.
I think
at
that's the first
Emory,
time in Westview history.
So that's amazing.
We dropped
So-
100 twice.
And then you did it against Mado. So that's what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel like you finally beat Mado? We know Coach Mado's been around, coaching Phil Dixon, Wayne Smith,
Yeah.
Denham Brown.
Yeah.
Like he's been
The
there at
greats.
Bathurst. He's coached nothing but
greats.
legends over there.
Mm.
The greats.
So you beat him. How do you feel when you guys finally beat him?
honestly, my heart knows that he wasn't fully equipped. You know
Yeah,
what
Vic,
I mean?
Vic, didn't they say
No,
Vic
Vic-
dropped 60?
Vic did his thing, man. He did his thing. I don't know if he
Right.
dropped 60. He dropped like 44. You know what I mean? But
44?
yeah, but 44 is still heavy. You know
Vic's
what I
nice
mean?
though. Shout
'Cause
out
Vic
Vic,
was putting
man.
in work with the
Yeah.
hip hop hoop the hip hop hoop camp. So shout out
Yeah.
Vikram, man. You know what I mean? But beating Mado was, if you put it into context, like from high school to my first couple years of coaching as a head coach, I've never beaten Mado, man. You know what I mean? His system is timeless. You know what I'm saying? So
One of the
shout
best
out,
coaches ever to come out of the city, man.
shout
Hands
out Bob
down.
Mado.
Yeah,
You know
shout
what
out
I mean?
Mado.
Shout out the whole entire Emory community. You know what I mean? I love y'all to death. You know what I mean? You guys are part of the Finch. You're part of the Finch family. You know what I mean? So it was bittersweet,
Right.
but I got the win, so I'm super happy. I finally can say I beat Mado. You know, not many people can say that. You know
You're
what I'm
right
saying?
about that.
Real talk.
So next year, what do guys like us have? What do we have to look forward to for Westview basketball, man?
Oh, we
Like,
got talent, man.
'cause-
Just look forward to kids developing for free. You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw that out there, man. For free.
all right,
If you know what I mean? So kids are gonna develop. They're gonna be serviceable hoopers going to the next level.
Do you have
which
any
could
young
be
prospects
OC
over there?
Huh?
Any
we
young
got a
prospects?
few, man.
I know you got that young kid, man.
we
He
got
about 6'4".
Christoph.
He told me his feet is size 17. He only in grade 9.
Yeah, shout out
Damn.
Julian, man. You know, he's
Let me
one of
not
my
say nothing, man.
projects.
Prep school
You
might
know what I
snatch him
mean?
up.
You know,
Oh,
and if they
boy.
do, so be it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, you know, if you're playing on a rep team and you're like the 8th, the 12th man, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, like, maybe high school's the route. Maybe you gotta come to Westview. And you know, Woods will take care of you. Coach Woods will take
Sounding
care
like
of
a,
you.
like a paid
You know
sponsorship.
what I mean?
Right?
Coach Woods will take Coach Woods will take care of you, you
Little
know.
infomercial.
Instill that confidence, instill the ball IQ, instill that development, you
Mm.
know, to make you a serviceable hooper for post-secondary.
I mean, I'm sold.
You know what I mean?
sold
Because at the
too,
end of the
man.
day,
I'm sold.
not everybody's gonna go D1.
Hmm.
OCAA is a solid program.
It is.
U Sport, solid program, solid leagues, I should say. And then at the end of the day, there's so many pro leagues out here. You know what I mean? You'll be ready.
Yeah.
I'm just
and
saying, because there are going to be some prep guys that are going to be playing against or playing with some of our Westview guys and other
Mhm.
guys coming from high school basketball. And then
No, for
that
sure.
32 grand that you put in from grade 9 to grade 12 in the prep program, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you can call it an investment, but
Yeah.
you're out 32 grand, B.
No, it's different. As someone who has come up and I went the D1 route and there weren't prep schools when I was coming
Right.
up. It was more so AAU doing our own
Right.
thing. I love that you're talking about development because that's what it really starts
That's where
with.
that's
you
where
know,
it stems from. Facts.
and homegrown talent. We can segue into that because we have some homegrown talent. They're going to be in Paris, you know,
Ooh.
2024.
Both male and female.
Yes,
Let's
the
go.
first time.
So the
since
first time.
2000.
First
How
time
many
since
years? We're in 2024.
Man, let's just look at the future. We're here.
Yes,
let's
that's
talk
all
about
that
the
matters.
present.
That's all that matters. That's all
I don't
that
want to
matters.
talk about the hurt that we went through, but
Yeah.
it all
That's okay.
it's all leading up to this right now.
Right.
For sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
homegrown talent. Shout out to the senior women's national team for qualifying. This is big.
Hey,
And shout out to my girl Shay Coley, you know, former teammate. I got to shout her out doing her
shout
thing.
her out, Shay.
No, go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
I think it was actually a little bit of a dramatic fashion because I think Spain had to lose for
Yeah,
them
we
to
had.
qualify.
Yeah, it was dope to see
so
that.
it was kind
And
of a little
Spain
bit of
was
a nail
up.
biter. Yeah.
I think they were up like 12,
Yeah.
16, something
Right.
crazy like that,
Mhm.
and they lost that game.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing. I think I posted it on my IG. The Canadian national team, our females were watching the game.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can just feel like once they seen Spain lose, it was just like
we did
I
it.
felt like I was there. Like I was like,
Yeah.
let's go.
No.
But yeah,
Right.
it was dope. It was dope.
So how do you guys feel with both? Like, we haven't done this in a while, but what does it mean to you guys? Like I'm feeling like the world is catching up to America. We beat the USA
Yep.
to qualify, right?
Right.
But it's like I feel like we're here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got some young kids that are nice. Look at our Canadian team, our guys. Like we can go like 12 all NBA guys.
And some
Yeah.
NBA guys are gonna get cut.
NBA guys are getting cut.
It's a reality.
Like
Fact.
will Nikhil make the team? We don't know.
No, you're making that team stop.
But if I'm talking, if we put Jamal, if we put Andrew Wiggins,
right.
like how like
Shy.
No,
Shea, like there might not be room for him.
No, he's
And that's
making
no
that team.
disrespect. We love him, but
no, he's making that team. Come on, man.
Mm.
I'm saying we're that deep where guys are gonna get cut, and he might be one of them. Like
Okay.
we might not Andrew Neymar, he might not be on the team. We got
It's a
Shea
good
and we got
problem to
Andrew.
have. It's a good problem to have.
No,
It's a great problem.
It's a wonderful problem
Yeah.
to
You
have.
got
And I'm
Delano
saying
Banton. You got some guys, bro.
Delano Banton,
Yeah, you got some
you
guys.
know, we got, the kid from
You got Lou Dort.
there we go.
You got
So
guys, man.
my question is Canada finally catching up? Do you think that?
I
But
mean-
United States? As far as basketball and talent?
Just look how many Canadians are getting drafted every year, fams. And then if you project it, like I'm looking at class of 2030 coming out of Canada, bro.
2030.
I'm just saying these kids are getting a
Damn.
chance to actually watch the Olympics. You know what I mean? The class of 2031, the class of 2032. These kids are going to be watching the Olympics, watching our young boys.
Yeah.
They're not young boys no more, but they're leaguers and they're representing Canada. But bro, imagine. I remember watching, not Vince, sorry, but watching our Team Canada play against Vince and them,
Mm-hmm.
against Team USA. I remember Denham playing against Tim Duncan
Mm-hmm.
and those guys, like, you know what I mean? And that kind of put a battery in our back. And obviously Tristan Thompson and all those young boys put a
Yeah.
battery in their back, clearly. You know what I mean? But now our younger generation gets a chance to see this. It's only going up from here, man.
Yeah,
And it's just going to be more kids coming up, guys and girls. So
for sure.
think-
it's a beautiful problem to have.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about 2030, I think that's what it is, right? We're starting to play a lot earlier.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like
We're-
I didn't play basketball till like grade 9.
We're
Like,
catching up.
We're
We're
starting earlier.
finally catching on. But the Americans been doing what we're doing now. They've been doing that from
It's easy.
day one.
It's easy.
You know what I mean?
They growing
So-
NBA guys out there
Right.
like
Right, like it's
don't
nothing.
matter. It's
Like
crazy.
it's nothing.
But here's the beautiful thing. I think regardless of where you walk in the city, and like on a summer night or summer afternoon, there's gonna be courts that are full,
Yep.
right?
That's a beautiful
There's
thing.
everyone is playing, young kids, middle-aged men that are, trying to live out their hoop dreams. The love for basketball is so
Is that
apparent.
a shot? Is that a shot?
I don't know. You coach.
Yeah, I tried to hoop the other day.
Okay.
And
the
I got
knees,
looked,
right?
and I
It was the
and I
knees or the
getting-
ankles.
And I was getting looked off.
They were looking
wanna
you
make,
off?
They didn't even want to make the extra pass. Like,
Who?
I went to the 45. I'm at the corner. Nobody wanted to give me
Who are
the
you
ball.
playing with?
I'm not gonna bait it out, man.
Yeah, I
But shout
can't
out
relate.
Street
I
Lights.
can't
It's
relate.
a program that I'm at Westview every Tuesday.
And they were looking
evening.
you off?
I
The
got
kids were
looked
looking you off?
I'm still hurting.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
still hurting from that right now.
No.
B.
But shout
yeah.
out to the old men league too. and,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's got to get
El-
just take your
elder,
Advil before
elder.
you
not,
play.
Not old man, elder,
Yeah.
elder league.
The
elder,
elderly.
The elderly.
elder league. Elder
That
league.
don't sound any
They still
better.
get buckets too. But just to what you guys were saying, I think as someone who was born in the mid '90s and has
Mm.
not really seen this amount of Canadian talent, NBA, WNBA, NCAA, OCAA, it's a great time for young kids to be playing right now and
Hell
to
yeah.
see that and to continue to aspire to get to these levels. And you know what? This reminded me of another thing since we're talking about equality, sisterhood, just making sure that our kids have good examples,
Right.
Yup.
right? There was a game recently in NCAA. We had South Carolina, I think it was Ole Miss,
Yup.
Right.
right? There was an incident where one of the players, she took a little tumble, right? And her wig fell off.
Mm.
And then very, what's the best word to describe it? I would
That's tough.
say we'll say sisterhood. We'll say in
Yeah,
sisterhood
I think
fashion.
the competition level from both teams or the girls that were on the court stopped for a quick second
Yeah.
just to look out for their sister, bro.
Mm-hmm,
Didn't matter what team you were on. It's like, yo, shit, yo, homegirl, yo, let's cover
Did
this
she
up.
she
Yeah.
didn't
That's not-
realize it fell off, or she
Oh, she knew. It's on TV though, so it's like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna let
so they
one of your fellow
Yeah.
sisters go out
Yeah.
sorry like that. So
Come
I
on.
think it shows that at the end of the day, I could layer it
Yeah.
because the fact that we're watching a game of that caliber, South Carolina, Don Staley, their program is so good.
so
Solid.
good. So
They
good.
have Letitia, she's there, one of the Canadians
Yup.
that's continuing to do her thing. She'll probably be drafted, so it's great to see that. The fact that it's on TV, and then we have people acting like they have some class, some decorum, being sisters. It's great. It's great to see, and
It's
then
great for the game.
Yeah.
man.
it's great for the
You know what I
game.
mean? Because at the end of the day, female basketball is just rising.
Because I
And
know
at
you
one-
guys were probably going to be scrapping at the end of the day. If
Oh, it'd have been a fight,
someone's
bro.
do-rag came off, you'd
Come
probably
on,
kick
man.
it off
Not-
to the
not
side.
not even
I
the
don't know.
do-rag.
I don't know.
Because some of these dudes with braid ups be wearing extensions. So sometimes it may
You're
just
crazy for
they-
that.
it may
Crazy.
just
No, honestly, you got to shout it out. That oh, man, that's tough. I could only imagine what you guys are going through just to get prepared for a game, just to make sure that thing stays on. Like
Right.
that's like the kind of glue that they got to put on for that thing to stay on.
real
like,
talk.
All right,
So-
all
You
right, all
need that
right.
sport glue.
man, she ain't
Know what I mean?
she got to use the gorilla glue, man.
That
And that
Gorilla Glue.
that thing wouldn't went
So it
nowhere.
ain't coming off at
Whew.
all, B.
My God,
Nah, real talk, man. But in all seriousness, you know
Guys
what I
that
mean?
have hats on are talking about hair, so
Yeah.
we'll keep on the hats though.
Hey, listen,
Yeah,
listen,
We're not
man.
gonna go too crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's got a lineup right now?
Understood. I got a lineup still. Don't let me
see how
take
I'm
my
coming.
half, man. You know what I
Don't
mean?
play.
I see that.
Anyways,
yeah. Got the baby
shout
here.
out to
I
that,
see you,
shout out to
girl.
that young
Ah,
girl,
Shanti.
man.
Hey.
Shout out to all the young ladies out there doing
Keep
their
hooping.
thing, man. You know, Gorilla Glue is the way to go.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. What we got next? New York Muse.
Yeah,
What you gotta say?
you want to start that off? I mean, shout out New York Muse, man. You know, they seen our content. We were talking about OG, and we felt like just because we watched OG grow, you know what I mean? He's not when he's on the court, he's the guy. He's
When you say a guy, what do you mean by
he's
that?
a
Tell
serviceable
me.
piece, man. He'll lock
Okay,
you up, man. Like, don't get it twisted.
Has OG made any all defensive teams?
He made it this year. Last year, I should say. Sorry.
He's made all defensive team last year?
All defensive
Are you sure
team.
about that?
He was 13, I think.
He made 13?
think
I'm pretty
so.
sure.
Are you sure about that?
He was an all defensive player.
Just look that up quickly. Look it up. I want you to look it up. Anyways, keep going while you look it up.
Afia, can you look it up for me, please?
Just look it up while you're talking.
It's all right.
He made all defensive,
Just
man.
keep going with what you were saying.
Last year, man, with the Raptors.
Because you say this man's been in the league how many years?
Defense.
For a minute.
He's been in the league. Let's go to some
Ooh,
stats.
second team.
Second
He
team.
made second
thank
team
you.
all
Yeah.
defense last year?
Thank you,
Yes, he
man.
did.
Like, he's
Okay,
an all
so-
defensive player, bro.
We drafted him in 2017, 2018.
Right.
Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not bad.
So
No, it's not bad at all.
So he's made one defensive team in like 7 years.
he got robbed a few, but it's all good. And he was injured a bit as well.
When I say hold up, let me just get this off real quick. When we talk about OG, and I want to be done with this. I don't want to talk about this no more. When we're, New York Muse, they the Twitter handle, they were coming at us. They were calling us casuals. We don't know what we're talking about. As far as basketball and why we said what we said as far as the Raptors finessing the Knicks.
Right.
Yeah, they went on a little, hot streak, winning games. I think they were like 12-2 or something like that.
Right.
OG's missed the last 8 games.
Right. Real talk.
We know this is coming.
You know it.
Get ready,
If
America.
you're a casual Raptor fan, you know this already.
Get ready,
You heard this story
get
before.
ready, New York, and why we said what we said. OG's hurt often. And you know how often he gets hurt? Let's break it down. I got some numbers here.
Talk to him.
His first year in the NBA, 2017, 2018, he played 74 games. That was the most games he's ever played in his entire career in a season, was 74 games. The next year, 67. After that, 69. After that, 43, 48, 67, 41. So you get where you see where I'm going with this?
I hear you.
The championship, when we won in 2019, he didn't play. He wasn't a part of that. He was on the team, but he didn't play.
Right.
He hasn't gotten better. He's averaged 15 in his career. It's been like that since he's gotten. Well, he averaged like 6 or 5 or something for his rookie year. But let's not get it twisted. Like, let's stop acting like OG locks people up. He ain't locking nobody up. If Kevin Durant gonna get 30, he's gonna get 30, and that's just the way the NBA is.
I mean, but you're bringing up Kevin Durant.
Anybody.
I don't think
who you gonna
everybody.
Joe Harris? He
No.
gonna lock up Joe Harris? Who can?
Last
You
year-
can lock up Joe Harris right now.
Last year, no. First of all, we gotta put respect on NBA players' names. Let's
Listen,
keep it a
man.
buck. Outside looking, I'm just a fan.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Let's stop talking about OG like he is a guy. He's not a guy.
Listen, man.
And I'm so glad. We should have traded him last year.
I checked last season. second team All NBA.
In 8 years, he made one all defensive team,
I'm
and we're
just
talking about
saying,
he locks
when
people up.
when he's healthy.
You said he locks up Joker.
when he's
How are you making
Well,
one
he
all
is.
defensive
Listen,
team like that?
Did New York not beat Denver the other day?
Oh, he got hurt.
I'm just saying.
Joker got hurt in the game.
I'm just saying.
And again,
Was OG not on him?
okay, listen, OG missed the last 8 games, and he's not coming back till the end of February. He's not coming back.
I'm not knocking the
He
durability.
got something wrong with his elbow.
I know that.
He's fragile.
I'm not knocking the durability. I'm just saying when OG's on the
let's
court.
stop talking like he
when
is
OG
a guy.
is on the
Knicks
court.
listen, the Knicks been playing defense before he got there. Tibbs, he's a defensive coach.
Right.
They
But
always
he
play
never
defense.
had a player like OG on the defensive side.
On what is OG? What do you
Let's keep
mean?
it a
He
buck.
hasn't had
He
anybody
never had
OG.
a player like OG before.
Jimmy Butler wasn't OG?
No.
Ooh, that's not a bad.
He wasn't
not a
an
bad
OG.
comparison, yeah.
He wasn't an OG.
Come on, man.
He wasn't an
now
OG.
Now you're just saying it.
He wasn't an OG, man.
Bottom line, New York Muse guys, New York fans, when you guys got OG, what'd y'all say? OG and a nobody is what y'all were calling him. That's what y'all were calling him. Soon as they went on a little winning streak, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, OG's the savior. Man, OG been doing the same thing for 8 years. And remember, y'all got to pay him. He wants 200 million plus. Good luck with
Pay
that.
that man. Pay that
Good
man.
luck with that.
No, that's a
So
good
you want to
point,
call
man.
me like I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm saying this for a reason. Should I go over the numbers again on how much
Hit
games
him,
he's
man.
missed?
No, we don't gotta give him the numbers.
He played
man.
74 games, his
Give him the
most in his
Give him the
career.
numbers, man.
Is
Give
this
him the
is
numbers.
this personal? Is this you?
I'm just saying.
You got a message for somebody? or?
I'm just saying. Like, let's stop talking about OG like he's a guy. He ain't locking up nobody. He's made one defensive team in 8 years. He's been averaging 14, 15 a game his whole career. That's what he gives you. I'll take RJ and I'll take Emmanuel quickly over that any day. That's over 32 points.
Yeah.
33 points, sir.
Right.
We'll take that any day.
You guys got finesse, man. Just enjoy. Just
Cut it out.
Just accept it.
Cut it
please.
out. And he's hurt. And he's not coming back till after All-Star weekend.
Yo, and I'm watching
cut it
Face.
out.
I'm watching Face with that casual line now, that casual fan line.
They just saying anything.
Don't
man.
diss, bro. Don't diss, man.
New York
all,
fans.
all we said is you guys got finesse because we
Listen,
know
Yeah.
we
New
know what you
York
guys are gonna be
Knicks-
getting. We
New
know.
York Knicks fans, they're just up and down. They
Yeah,
called
man.
the man OG and a nobody. I ain't make that up. Some guy in New York
Nope.
in the street said that. I just took it.
Yo,
and ran with it.
that was a hot line though.
He said it.
That was a hot
That
line,
was a
though.
New
That
York
was a
Knicks
hot line.
fan, not me, not
That was a
us.
hot line. That was a hot line, man. Anyway,
Back to reality.
New York Muse, man. Shout
Back
you
to
out, man.
life.
Thank you for
Back
shouting
to
us out,
reality.
man. We Canadians over here, man. We're very polite. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We can. I just want to get that out. We can.
Okay.
We can move.
We
on.
good. We good
Sorry.
now.
Everyone's all right.
I'm
yeah,
good,
yeah. I
man.
just had to
Okay.
get that off my chest.
Eggs, you
Alright,
good?
I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right.
Good to know.
I'm
Good
good.
to know.
Alright,
We could talk
alright.
about another OG in the rap game
Mm.
that maybe just won a Grammy.
Mm.
Ooh.
Killer Mike.
Ooh.
Mm.
What are our thoughts on that?
Well deserved, man.
Well deserved.
Album was
Hold
thorough.
up, man.
Been around for a
What?
minute.
Album was thorough. You know what? His album it kind of reminded me of, College Dropout / Jay-Z with the 444 joint.
Right.
Just a lot of information, just a lot of
It does.
inspiration,
It
Mm.
does.
a lot of empowerment,
He's telling us
You know
stop
what I
watch
mean?
Scarface. Don't watch Scarface. No, like
right?
yeah,
Like it's
I
just
got you.
it was something that was needed.
Mm.
I'm not knocking that all the other artists. And we had some
Michael Deluxe.
we had some heavy hitters that were nominated.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about who
You know
was
what I mean?
nominated. Let's talk about that real quick. I got the thing right here on the albums that were nominated. We got who do we got? We got Travis Scott,
Mm.
Yep. That
Metro Boomin. We got Nas. We got
Yup.
Drake and 21 Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better? Is that Mike better than? I mean, is that album better than
I wouldn't. It,
21 Savage? And is it better, 21 Savage and Drake? Is that? Would you say that? I'm just asking a question because you have the younger generation
Right.
now,
I'm
and they're
biased.
beefing with the older generation.
But I like
And
the way Killer Mike's trying to bridge that
Yeah.
gap.
he is trying to bridge that gap because he could have went for Case
Yeah.
and he didn't. He's
He
like, yo,
coulda
let me
went for
come over
some-
on your
right.
platform. You don't know me? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, Atlanta won though.
Mm.
So,
Right.
but honestly, that I actually did like that album. It was
It was like I said.
I told her
man.
I was listening to on the way here.
Yeah.
Down by Law. that intro is it goes in.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So well deserved though. Over.
Ooh, that's where.
Talk to me now. Is it?
You know what? It all depends on who's on that committee listening. Drake already called them out. You know what I mean? The boy called them out. Like whoever is part of that committee, that will never know. You know what I
Jay-Z
mean?
called him out.
I was about to
Jay-Z
say,
called them
yeah.
out. But
Right.
my thing is like now it gets clout. But
Mhm.
when 50 lost to Evanescence way back in the day, I'm aging myself, but way back in the day, and he walked on the stage looking at these guys like, how am I not getting this Grammy? You think for album of the year or something crazy like that. You know what I
Kanye
mean?
did it too, right? Kanye had his
Kanye
little
did that
moment,
same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But
So-
50 was one of the first to do it. And
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying trumped everything. But for
Mhm.
some reason
That's a hell of an
it
album.
didn't get album of the year. You know what I mean? And when 50 called out that, nobody said nothing. I had to eat that. Pause. Well, Control Alt Delete. You know what I mean? I had to really hug that. And it was just like, okay. So I find it funny now that, now everybody's favorite rappers are going through the same shit 50 was going through. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Shout out Power.
But at least
and the
Jay-Z
Power
got an
universes.
award and then he called it out why he was
That
getting
was the right
award.
That was
time,
neat.
you know?
That was
Yeah.
neat.
That's the
Yeah.
difference though. He got the award, then he called it out.
Mhm.
But why are rappers so like why do they need the Grammys to like if they're like remember
Mhm.
like you said, they've been getting screwed around for a while.
Mm.
So why
Right.
don't they just boycott and not go? Why must it's like they're looking for validation. Oh, I got a Grammy.
Yeah, I think that's what it is right there.
Is that what it is?
It's the validation
Yeah.
piece.
Because it's like if everybody keeps saying they're getting screwed over
if
and they're not picking the right people.
Yeah.
So why do artists, because they're the product, why do artists
Mhm.
continue to keep going to the Grammys?
the Grammys are the top of the top.
But what happened to the Source Awards, the BET Awards? What
You-
happened
you
to those? Why
comparing
don't we
Source-
bring that back?
You really comparing Source
I'm just saying.
and BT
listen,
to the Grammys?
listen to what I'm saying. We are the product.
Yeah.
We
Hip
are.
hop. The artist is
We
the
are.
product. So the artists don't need the Grammys. The Grammys need the artist to be there.
That's true
Mm.
too.
So if every artist says, listen, we're not going there, we're boycotting, then what's gonna happen to the
the
Grammys?
Grammys just gonna select another
So
rapper and then boost their streams.
ain't nobody gonna pay attention to it. Because Hove never said nothing, Drake never said nothing about it, Kanye, 50, they never mentioned it.
Right.
But they're gonna be at the BET Awards or hip hop, whatever kind of award show they want to do, and they're gonna talk about that, and that's what's gonna get the buzz.
But
So
Mm.
why do you keep going to the Grammys and getting jerked? That's my question.
right.
Why don't they just boycott it? Hove, you're the biggest artist in the world. Why accept this award and then go on stage and like,
Like
my
I
wife,
said-
she got how much Grammys, but she ain't get album of the year. What?
Yo, man, at the end of the day, the Grammys is the top of the food chain, man. When it comes to the award shows, man.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? So
we are the product. Hip hop
everybody,
artists
look at that. You
is the
mentioned
product.
Jay-Z, you mentioned The Boy. They all got Grammys. You know what I mean?
Jay-Z got the most.
I'm just saying, you can say that all you want, but 50
Got like
just sold
24.
out how many tours? Like, Jay-Z could never do that. But anyway, that's for another story, for another day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
He
saying.
can't?
No, he can't. You know that. Maybe in America. But I'm talking
Okay.
worldwide. But that's another story for another day, man.
Stick to the script.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, the script is 50. But anyway, Power Universe. Let's go.
Pressa,
Yeah.
Doofy.
Yeah.
I think that's your area, man.
Yeah.
Drake, he commented and said, make that record together, and I'm jumping on. What's
Right.
you guys' thoughts on that?
I would love it. You know what I mean? As somebody that's still servicing, residents in the Jada Finch community, from working at the schools in the community, we're dealing with a lot of violence. You know what I mean? North side of Finch, south side of Finch,
Where's Pressa from?
north side,
Doofy from?
south side,
Got you.
right? And I feel like young men in their age group, they just really don't like each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I get it. Like there's so much lives lost on both sides,
Mhm.
and a whole lot of disrespect on both sides,
Got you.
right? But what are we gonna do? Are we really gonna continue the cycle? So the younger generation's gonna inherit this beef and can keep it going? Or can we have two of the biggest rappers coming out of those communities, within the community, I should say,
Mhm.
come together with one of the
Biggest artists
greatest
in the
of
world.
all time?
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If they all put a track together, imagine the unity that could be formed amongst the younger generation.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm not discrediting, guys that been beefing and lost their homie, lost their brother, lost their sibling. You know what I mean? I'm not discrediting them and the hurt and the trauma that they're going through, but I'm just thinking about the younger generation. But at the end of the day, it's their world now. We're just living in it, man. And, creating a hot ass podcast, Hip Hop Hoops, for them. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we're not discrediting what the fellas going through it now, and that will never, ever forgive each side for. I get it. I understand that. But let's talk about the kids coming up. Fams, I've been through a situation seeing kids in elementary school from Brookview, from flipping Driftwood Public School, beefing with kids from Yorkwoods Public School. And then it graduates from Brookview Middle School to Oakdale Middle School. And they're just jawing at each other online,
Right.
inheriting this beef. And then, their homeschool ends up being Westview. And they finally
up
get
in
a
the same
chance to
school.
buck face to face.
Right.
And it's just straight fisticuffs, just straight fight. I remember, because I'm a hall monitor there, working there 6 years. Our safety team used to see, we used to put bets. We used to place bets. First day of school, all right, I say by Friday, there's gonna be a scrap. You know what I mean? School start on a Tuesday. By Friday,
Scrap.
big ass scrap. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Because these kids are now finally getting a chance to see each other from after all the jawing that they've been doing online for years. You know what I'm saying? So a track like that coming out, music is so influential, bro.
Gotcha.
It has so much, what's the word? Influence on the younger generation, like just on your minds. Like, I'm a 50 fan. I remember bumping 50 when I'm at Concordia U in the early 2000s, fams, and hearing 50's content. Yeah, he's talking about smacking a nigga up or clapping somebody.
Right.
But I'm not utilizing that as, I'm gonna go out and do it. I'm gonna take his message and I'm gonna bring that attitude on the court.
Smack somebody on the court, though.
Not smack somebody on the court, but I'm gonna give him the
see, that's what I was
business.
talking about.
I'm gonna give him the business.
We're talking about helping each other.
No.
Sisterhood.
I'm
He
just
said,
saying.
yeah,
I'm
let's
just
slap.
saying. He
No,
said brought the energy on the
No,
court.
but I
So
say
I'm
that
like,
to say these kids listen to the content, and they literally, before they go slide on a block, they're bumping a north side track or a south side track. And they're going to north side or south side to really lay them out. So a track coming from Drake
right.
with Doovie and Pressa, that would be phenomenal, man.
And
I remember
and they need
Pressa
to do
even
the
saying,
video. They need to do a video
"Come
in
on, man."
Finch where
I know.
Drake's there.
I seen a message. Pressa saying, "Make Finch great again." I was like,
Make
"Yo, that
Finch great
slogan,
again.
that slogan right there, man."
Yep.
Or just make the 6 great again. You know what I mean? Through our
Gotcha.
music and everybody coming together,
Guys,
man.
let's make it happen, man. Drake, Doovie, Pressa, we got to make this song happen, man. It's going to be amazing for the city, man.
Facts.
Yeah, everybody wins with this.
Everybody, man.
I
And then on
agree.
top of that, Friday Ricky Drake kind of called out some of the rappers saying like, "Yo, B, like you guys are so immature, or you guys are so gangster with it that record labels don't even want to rock with you." You know what I mean? It's hard for mans to even do shows because of the content or because of the street politics coming into the shows. Like, mans don't want to have you at your venue, at their venue, because, shit may pop off. So, yo, if we could get back to the music,
make
because
it great
everybody
again.
in the 6 that is making music, when they really apply themselves, oh my goodness, it's a problem.
And they'll make more money if everybody's
There's so much
collaborating
money
together.
out here, guys.
And
But
we
that's just
can-
me, man. Outside looking in, I ain't discrediting how you feel. I'm just saying in general, look out for the younger generation, man.
Yeah.
Show the younger generation that you guys could actually make amends. You know what I mean? Even if you guys ain't feeling each other like that, at least they're seeing that, yo, you guys can make amends and bridge this gap.
Speaking about, we have obviously hip hop. This is our podcast. We
Yeah.
talk about hip hop. We talk about basketball, and we talk about community.
Yes.
And I think we have, something going on. All-Star Weekend. What do we got going on?
Yes.
Let the people know.
You got to come and sit with us, man. We're having an all-star game watch party.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Look out
Everybody
for that.
who rocks with us, man, come and sit down, have a drink, eat some food,
Yes.
some chicken wings or
Break some bread.
whatever. Yeah,
Yes.
just come and holler at us out there, man.
Look out for the venue. We're gonna
Yeah.
let you know where it's gonna
We
be.
will
at.
let you know where the venue we're gonna be doing that at.
Look out for that, man. Check our IG, all our social media platforms.
To be determined Sunday.
To be
Sunday.
determined
Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we ain't
it's
watching
on-
the dunk offs or nothing. No disrespect.
No, that's on Saturday.
We're watching the game.
The game.
Sunday.
Come and
It's
watch
on
the
and popping.
game. All-Star
mean?
game
Let's
with
do
us.
it.
So yeah, take us out, man.
Hey, man. Thank you, man. You know what I mean? Thank you for the support. Continue to watch. This is episode 2, season 5.
Yes.
Hip Hop Hoops. You know what I mean? Kayla's back in the building. You
Let's
already know what
go.
that means, girl. She got the baby hair showing. Look at that shit. Look at it. Look at it.
Relax,
You know what I mean? We got, check us out on all our social media platforms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? YouTube. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Subscribe on all our social media platforms.
Shout out Title League.
Title League, baby. Distant cousins, man. You already know what it is. Emoji fingers are up. Hey, tune in next week. We'll be back. You already know. We out.